Hi everybody, it's Irene with BrainStormAcres, and I'm back. It's time to finish this beast and see if I can get those rhubarb plants moved. Today, the soil is still pretty moist, so now is the time to do it, instead of waiting until it turns into cement again. I got my cement block yesterday, and I just kind of ran out of time and energy. These don't have to be as perfect as I usually try and make them, but they can't be too awful either, so it's kind of an interesting problem. I'm debating how to do this. I think I'm just going to toss these in here for now. Okay, I think that'll be good enough for now. Now, what I need to do is actually get the plants. Something maybe easier talked about than done. Okay, this is what we call the rhubarb bed, because this originally had 3 rhubarb plants in it, and now it has 2. So my goal is to get both of these out of here. So let's see if I can do that. We've been having trouble with critters eating things already. I think I'm going to try the little one first because I'm chicken. This makes me really nervous, but I don't have any options. These poor things don't do well here. So it's move them or lose them. Plants that are over here, this is parsley, which just has the bejesus eaten out of it lately. And these are parsnip, carrot, and onions. I need to harvest them. About this weighs more than I do. Let's see if we can get this into there. I can tell that I've been cutting the rhubarb roots because they have a distinctive orange color to them, but not a lot I can do about it. How do I get this out of here? Excellent question. I'm thinking. Okay. One of the problems we have with this bed is, you see this goopy, nasty soil? That was some topsoil that we purchased. We were ticked off and they eventually replaced it for us, but we had already used it in a couple of beds. So we've been working for years now to get enough good soil into these beds to make a difference. This would be much easier with one more pair of hands. Unfortunately, Henry is not here. Let's see. There. Well, I guess we have 2 plants out of this deal because it's broken in half. That's okay. I want to see if we get any more plants up off the roots. I have no idea whether we will or not. Let's get this in. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to be covered with mud when I'm done with this. Oh, that's okay. It won't be the first time. I have no idea if these other roots will produce anything, but throw them in there on the odd chance. What I was just checking on is somebody's local is doing target practice, and I had to think about for a minute whether Jack came out or not. But he decided he was comfy in the sun in the dining room, so he wasn't going to come out. Just as well, he really hates target practice. See, I do have one advantage doing this digging. I have a master's degree in shovel. I actually used to work in the field as an archaeologist, so I do know how to use a shovel. This last one's going to be a bear. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm going to do this one. I don't know. Guess we'll see when I get there, huh? I'll be able to water that at least. I don't want to leave this stuff out of the ground too long. They always do pretty well this time of year, but they really hate the summer here. But up against the house, they don't hate it as much. Back to the rhubarb bed. We fly through the air in the greatest of ease. The daring young man in his red BBDs. Okay. Now, for you folks who are younger, you may not even have a clue as to what a BBD is. So I suggest you Google it. In case you're wondering why I'm wearing a flannel shirt, it was 22 degrees when we got up this morning. It is now nowhere near that temperature. And just within about 3 or 4 days, it's supposed to be up around 70. So, it's the usual spring thing. 1 minute, you're winter. The next day, you're summer. Isa is sneaking around. She is intrigued by the dead leaves I'm throwing around and stuff like that. We've been having to watch because something around here is eating vermin, probably mostly rats. But they're not eating all of them, they're leaving all the guts. We're pretty sure it's an owl. But we find random chewed up critters everywhere. And I'm always running around trying to make sure that the cat and dog don't get into them. I don't think Isa thinks it's food, so that's okay. It's always interesting to see what cats define as food. All right. I think I have a solution. And here we are again. Back at the new rhubarb bed. I just stuck a loose piece of hardware cloth in here. That's just to make it super obvious where the break is between the old bed and the new bed and all that other stuff. I'm hoping later this spring to be able to get to this, but if not, it will keep things out well enough. Or at least it should. These nice flat stones here are old river rocks. We used to have them, and we still do have them in some spots, right along the drip edge of the house here, so that when we get a heavy rain, it just splashes off the rocks instead of splashing dirt up onto the house. It's turned out to be less of a problem here than we thought, but I do like the way they look. One of my childhood advantages for doing things like this was that I had a mom. You know, some moms like to rearrange the furniture. My mom didn't rearrange the furniture very much. Our house was kind of awkward in terms of the places we had for furniture, so yeah, we mostly just kept the same layout forever. But she did like to move plants in the yard. So as a child, as the oldest child, I had the opportunity to assist in many plant removals and repositionings, and it give me the good concept of how to use a lever. All right. I'm gonna have to decide exactly how to handle this. I've got an interesting combination of weeds, yarrow, and peppermint in here, which is terrible because they sort of interweave nicely. What I need to do is I need to get this down low enough so I can bury it, but I guess not today. Anyway, well, I think I'm going to put just a little bit more in here and get it washed off. Well, washed off. Yeah, get it watered. And then we'll call it a day for today, probably. I need to decide exactly what I'm going to do about burying this thing. Now I'm going to haul some water from the cattle tank, and I will water these guys. But it had happened. I got them done, and I'll get them watered, and we'll see if these poor guys make it. I'm pretty sure they will. I think they'll like it a lot better over here. Right now it's really shady. Later in the summer it will be much less shady, but it'll also be a lot cooler here than it ever was out in that other bed. So that should help a lot. And there's more worms in here, and This is better quality soil. This is fill, so it's a combination of some compost and some sand and some dirt and a little topsoil and all kinds of other stuff, which is why it was as easy to dig as it is. The rhubarb is moved. Yes. All I have to do now is water it. We'll be all set. So if you like this kind of thing, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you know when we put out another video. Lots and lots going on this spring. Moving plants, planting new ones, hoping to get some perennial fruit in. That'll depend on availability partially, and the eternal dollar. Have to wait until checks come in for that. But until then, have a great week. Bye.